Now, I'm always looking for a good deal, and I like to hang out on Facebook Marketplace just in case I find something like this. You never know. Okay, so I didn't want to be rude taking a video in front of the guy that I just picked up this generator for. It was listed on Facebook Marketplace, and he wanted $50 for it. Said it had been flooded, and I offered him $20 and promised to haul it away. He said that it had been flooded and it had water 11 inches. So that's below the control panel. And I'm sitting here on the side of the road. I'm thinking, if nothing else, it's worth it for the fuel tank. So we're going to, yeah, look at that. They don't look, doesn't look like water got in those. So I believe them. So we're going to take this home. We're going to see what we can do with it. Just for shits and giggles. Let's see, 10 horsepower overhead valve. Oh, she does seem to be a little bit locked up. So we're gonna have to pull the spark plug and see if we can't get this sucker to turn. All right. Okay, so you can see these spots on the pavers, right? This is what also happened when I was picking up the generator. I thought maybe it was off the axle because it sat, but then I touched it and it had this oily feel to it. So I'm thinking just maybe it's full of water and leaking because it's got to be coming from somewhere. So we're going to find out in a second. Okay, so the first thing I did was, obviously I tried to pull the cord. I'm getting nothing on here. So what I did is I pulled the spark plug and still nothing. Okay, so the spark plug, it's dirty, but it's not wet. So no water in the chamber, so that's good. But the oil is runny. Let me show you something. So the oil is seriously, look at that. It's just running down and it's very wet. So I don't know if the oil's good, oil's bad. I'd like to get it to turn over before I give up on it. So I haven't figured out quite how to do that. My next step, unfortunately, is pulling off the string pull cord here. But as you can see, it's riveted in. So I'm gonna have to drill the rivets to get it off, see if I can't get a bar in there and see if it's locked in both directions. We'll find out. Okay, so yeah, I was trying to drill this out and I actually broke a drill bit. And my battery on my drill is going out before I can get these rivets out. So I gotta figure out a way to get this engine to turn over. So then it occurred to me that one of the things I can do is I can reach in here to the alternator with a screwdriver and I can turn these little blades just a little bit, right? Maybe, just maybe, I can get them to move enough that I can, without breaking the tines, just try and get them to go back and forth until I can free this up a little bit. So we'll see. See if we can get this to move. One thing you want to make sure of is, you pull this cord, it turns the engine clockwise. So that's the way you always want to move this thing. And that's what we're going to keep doing. Coming over here, I could have sworn I heard the valves move, so I'm going to keep trying that. Okay, I was able to get it to move a little, and now I can pull the cord out, and it actually pulls. And so with it freed up, I think I'm ready to put this sucker back together. I'm gonna look at the valves as I pull this cord out a little bit and see how they look. They seem to be moving. Wouldn't that be interesting if this just started? Let's put it back together. Okay, so I'm changing the oil just in case any water could have got in there. That would be a shame to start it up, and really I don't think there's, what, a quart in there? Certainly don't look like there's a whole lot. Man, quite honestly, it looks like it could use it, so let's tip this sucker a little. Get all that oil out. Having it up on cinder blocks is working out pretty good. I hadn't thought of this before. I wish I had, because I've got another generator. I've got several generators actually now, this being the third one. And I had been lifting it up with the bucket on the tractor, and this seems like a much better option. And that's about all I'm going to get out of there anyway. All right, so I don't see any water in this oil, so I don't think there's any contamination. I think the only issue is it got some water up in here, and the pole chain, the pole system had a little corrosion on it, and so it didn't want to move. But other than that, I think we're good to go. I found that 2 pieces of paper works great for an oil funnel if you need one. So that's how I'm doing this. I don't know if you can see down in there, but that tank is bone dry. Okay, this had a little old gas in it, so we're gonna hope that the new gas and a little old gas is gonna work out to good gas, because I put the super premium in this, and this was old gas, so we'll see. So, choke on. Let's get a couple little poles to get the fluid in there.